Honey? Awesome. Welcome, everyone. This is April Marie from beautiful sunny Florida. And I'm here tonight with special guests. Sorry, I'm having some issues with my phone. It's popping up screens at me. It's always the beginning. It's always rough in the beginning. Don't worry, it gets really good. I've got some panelists here on with me tonight, and tonight's topic is one of my favorite topics because it involves money, and I love to talk about money and how to make more of it and lots of it for your business. So tonight we're going to be talking about really where to find the money, okay, because it is out there in internet land, and I'm going to show you exactly where it's at. And then really, really the topic is list monetization. Now that might be a term that might be completely foreign to you. It was not too long ago to me too. A few years ago, I heard that term and I was like, what is monetization? I didn't even know the definition of that. Basically what it is turning the activities that you're doing, your marketing, into profits. So monetizing, a lot of times you'll hear monetizing your social media, monetizing your list, and tonight we're really going to talk a lot about monetizing your list, and I think it's a great topic, especially since I've had so many questions because we've been doing our Done For You traffic co-op, and people really aren't sure what are they supposed to do with their new subscribers. And that's what I want to share with you tonight, and I want to show you a few things that will get you rocking and rolling, and even a newbie, so a brand new person coming in and you've never mailed your list or anything. I want to really walk you through, flip open the hood of my desktop here and show you guys how to broadcast to your list, what types of things you should send to your list to get the best interest, pique their interest and get them interested in MLSP even more, and just really show you where that money is, because that's where it's at. A lot of the times, and I had this misperception too, is people are spending more time on marketing versus the monetization part, and the monetization part is the most profitable part. That's where a lot of times people they mess up. They get so much marketing out there, they focus on it so much that they forget to monetize their list. And without doing that through social media, through your list building and all of that stuff, you're leaving a ton of money on the table. Like, you are not making what you should in your business, because if you have all these people on your list but they don't have a clue who you are, then that's a big problem, right? So that's what I'm going to share with you tonight, and I'm really excited about this training. Before we get started, I'm going to introduce, it looks like we just lost Adriana, but Adriana from Fort Lauderdale was just on with us, so I'll pretend I'm introducing her. I'm sure she'll be right back on. And then we've got Bill Potting from North Carolina. How you doing, Bill?
Good.
Good?
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of leads from the co-op. A lot.
You like it, huh?
Oh, I've quadrupled my list.
Did you really? That's awesome. I will love to hear that about some of your results that you're getting, especially if you guys are getting sign-ups too. Make sure you let our group know. I actually thought I had a sign-up from it the other day, but it ended up being from, I think, my blog, but they could have came from an ad. They said they came from an ad on Facebook. I'm not running ads on Facebook, so I'm assuming it was probably the co-op. And then maybe he clicked on something in my, in my blog or something. I don't know, but I thought it was kind of cool. Then we've got Jeff Simmons over there in Nashville, Tennessee. How you doing, Jeff?
Doing great. How's everybody doing? I'm actually in Murfreesboro, which is just outside of Nashville.
Oh, okay. Can I just call it Nashville?
Sure. Sure.
I love that show, Nashville. I do. I really like that show, Nashville. I'm addicted to it. I started watching, I think, on like Netflix or something, and now I just love it.
Yeah, I have to agree with what Bill was saying about the co-op. The co-op has been awesome. I've gotten several leads off of that, and then also started getting some good leads in off of Instagram after I made some little tweaks that you suggested. So it's very helpful.
Awesome, awesome. Yeah, Instagram's rocking. That's another thing you need to monetize. Like when I went through that training, guys, and I showed you guys all the Instagram stuff like that, I still wasn't making I made a few sales on there, but not very much, you know what I mean? Because I was still getting started. So now what I've really been doing is just focusing on monetizing and producing, you know, profits from it. And I'm getting like minimum 3 signups a week to my business just from Instagram. So it's definitely a huge game changer as far as that goes. And obviously I'm like top of the leaders board, and it's awesome. So if you haven't checked that out, of course I'm always telling everybody, check out that training. It's a good one. So Adriana, we introduced you, but not really, because you dropped off. So
No.
Uh-oh. We don't have any.
To charge. Can you hear me?
Now we can.
Okay. I said I prepare for this webinar, but I forgot to charge my laptop, so it died.
Oh.
I remembered everything except to charge the laptop.
That's okay. We forgive you.
Yeah.
That's good. Let's see. Where is the chat window? Brad, you're going to have to come on to see that. You only have a question unless you come on live with us as a panelist. You don't get a chat window. Or you can also, yeah, if this is the answer. Like, there's a little Q&A on here, guys, and I will be answering questions probably throughout. This is more of a laid-back type style training. I usually do these types of trainings. I don't have a PowerPoint or anything like that to share with you guys. So it's just going to be more, you know, chatting and showing you guys my screen and showing you live, you know, how I broadcast to my list, the types of things that I send out to my list, and so on. So let's dive in. Let's talk about money. You know, I mean, this is where the money's at. So like I was saying before, you know, our Done For You Traffic Club, like you can get all these leads and all these subscribers on your list, but if you're not monetizing, you're not making money. You know, the monetization part has to happen. And I always see this. People they're even doing it on their social media. A lot of people have come to me even through Instagram and said, April, I haven't generated any leads. I haven't gotten any signups yet, or whatever. It's because they're not monetizing it. So monetization can be a couple of different things. You know, it's mostly like in our case, because we lead with value and we're, you know, studying MLSP, and that's attraction marketing. So in our case, it's, you know, creating content. It could be creating content, doing webinars, and just keeping on inviting them back to taking a look at our offer. So whether it be MLSP, your home business, whatever it is, but keeping them in front of you. Few ways that I really like to do that, and I'll even throw in a little Instagram social media stuff too tonight, because there's, you know, different techniques for each. I like to do videos. Videos are, like, to me, the ultimate. It is. Actually, you could earn you'll earn 400% more by creating video content. I know it because I've done it. I do a lot of videos. So video is one of the surest and fastest ways to really warm your list's heart and kind of get you on their mind, so they want to join you. Because at the end of the day, people really join people. So you want to be creating content that people can resonate with. I really like content. Like, if you ever notice, like, my videos are kind of laid back. I don't do anything too fancy. I do add some call to actions and things like that, and some things on Camtasia. But as far as my videos go, they're usually like, you know, I'm just talking to the video to my camera phone. I love this. So, you know, it doesn't have to be anything too crazy, but what you should send to your list, you know, by sending to your list, sorry, I have to turn this off. That's my website. Too many distractions for this brain. I can't take it. So what some of the things that, like, when you're sending to your list, you want to send value, of course. So videos are very, very, very awesome. You definitely want to be sending videos, content like value stuff, mindset stuff. It could be a quick tip. Let's say you have a quick Facebook tip. Today I was looking, I saw somebody had a trailer on their fan page, so I was looking to see if I could add one to mine, and then I found out it's only for TV shows, and I kind of got bummed because I'm not a TV show. But I was like, man, that would be something I could do a quick video on. I'm going to actually do a video tomorrow on a little bit more monetizing of the Instagram, but I'm going to show people, you know, how to fill out their bio the right way, so that way they're maximizing their profit. So it could be any type of tip. It really can. It could even be, you know, like if you were on the morning wake-up call, for example, let's say you're jumping on the My Lead System Pro morning wake-up call pretty consistently, okay? You could really quick, when you get off that wake-up call, you could give the person, the speaker, whoever you heard it from, props, but just shoot a quick video about what some of the takeaways that you got from that call, or how it impacted you, or anything that you think that could benefit somebody else. You know, really what you're trying to do is you're just trying to, you know, give value to somebody else's day. You need to be valuable, or they're not going to want to do business with you. You know, providing solutions to what their problems could be. Blog posts, that's another one. So a lot of times you guys are on my list. You probably see a lot of what I send is, you know, webinars. I send out blog posts, videos. I might even just say, hey, what's up sometimes. Sometimes it's just, hey, what's up? Because in the beginning, when you're first getting started, you know, a lot of what you should be sending is just really value, not asking for anything in return. Because remember, you're building a relationship, and people don't really trust you yet. So you're trying to, you know, deliver value, but in return, all you really want is their trust right now. Like, well, you're beginning, and I know that a lot of people are like, well, I want to make money right now. I understand that. But you are not going to make money until people actually trust you. You know, and the fastest way to get them to trust you is by helping them and providing solutions to whatever their problems might be. In the home business industry, there's two really big problems. It's usually lack of leads and lack of leadership. And anytime that you can portray a message that will help them with lead generation, leadership, because maybe they're just not getting it from their upline, you can inspire them. Anytime you can do that, then people are going to, like I said, trust you. You know, it's going to build some rapport, and it's going to build some trust. And that's why I like video too the best, is because 90% of communication is facial expressions and body language. So you're seeing me talk right now. I'm using my hands. I'm making facial expressions at you, like, no, I'm not doing that. But you can see that I'm a real person. That is like the #1 thing I hear from people when they talk to me. You're just so genuine, and you're just so real that I want to work with you. You're more my style. You're more laid back. So you might, okay, so here's the thing, is it's okay if you're not laid back, and let's say you're somebody who's not a laid back personality. You're going to attract people that are similar to you, okay? If they understand where you're coming from better or whatever, you're going to attract different people. Let's say because Bill's a military guy, and actually his brand is MLM Sniper, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, guess what, Bill? You're probably going to attract more military people. In fact, I talked to a guy today from the military. He was a lead off of Instagram. And I'm sure that if Bill was portraying that, like in his videos, that he's the military guy and MLM Sniper, and somebody that's also in the military is struggling to get leads, they're probably going to resonate with Bill a lot more than they're going to resonate with the blonde that's more laid back and genuine. Okay, so you guys can get what I mean. Adriana, I mean, I'm just trying to think. Adriana, you're Spanish, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
You're Latino, and I'm just saying, it's just the way it is. I guarantee you that there's going to be people that are going to want to work with you because you guys are the same nationality. It is as it is. And let's see, Jeff, I'm sorry. Jeff, I mean, he's in the medical field, you know, and people will probably resonate more with him because, you know, that are in the medical field and really kind of understand or want to even just be attracted to him because they see common ground, they see similarities. So when you're doing like video content or blogs, don't try to be somebody else. Seriously, be you. Adriana, I see her just killing it on the videos. I am so impressed. And she's very genuine, and she's so sweet. She really is. You know, and there's going to be people that are just like, Adriana's just so nice. I just want to work with Adriana because she's just so nice. You know, and so that's the key here. Just be you. Don't be anybody else. Because people will find common ground with you, and they'll be attracted to you because you are being you. If you try to be anybody else, or you try to act like somebody else, or you try to, I've even heard people copying people's videos and blog posts and all kinds of stuff. If you try to do that, then you'll really kind of people will sense it, number one, but you'll never really attract the people that you were meant to attract. You see what I'm saying? So one of my biggest tips is to just be you with everything that you do, whether it be a hangout or whatever. And then, of course, portray that message through your content and deliver that out to your list. So, you know, it just depends, I guess, on your schedule. I would say monetization should happen every day, and it can be in different shapes and forms. It doesn't necessarily have to be you creating content every day, but, you know, maybe it's like MLSP. We have a weekly Wednesday webinar. You could mail out about that. You could mail out about that, you know, twice a week, 3 times a week if you wanted to. You could remind them Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday to get on the webinar. And then if you wanted to, you could do 2 pieces of content a week and send out to them. If you are nervous in getting in front of the camera, it could be, in fact, guys, this video right here, this Hangout, can be content that you can send out to your list. These Hangouts that the team does, you could create a page on your blog and set it up, and I have a video on how to do that in our team group, and you could send it out and invite your prospects or your list to this video. So it could be so many different things. One second, guys. All right, my son. So I mean, it could be so many different spins that you can do things. If you're not ready to do your own hangout or your own webinar, that's okay. Use these. Use what you can. Use the MLSP webinar. But here's what I always tell people to do. Look at the top leaders. What are they doing? Get on their list. See what they're doing. If you're not on my list already, get on my list. If you're not on some of the top leaders, go look at the leaders bulletin. In MLSP, I would say go look at the all-timers and go see who, you know, you get on their list and see what they're sending, see what they're doing, see how they're interacting with people. This is the fastest way to learn how to monetize your list, because I assure you that they're monetizing their list. They're sending out an email every day. They have a blog post, a video. They are inviting to webinars, and these are things that the top earners do. And even though you may not see yourself doing this right now, or you might not feel like you're ready, you're going to eventually have to do it. Eventually. I'm not saying now. Baby steps for some of you. But just so you know, that is what you will eventually have to do if you really want to make the big bucks. So right now it's cool, though, because you got MLSP, you got My Lead System Pro, you've got this team. You can broadcast these Hangouts. In fact, that's why I encourage everybody to get on live, is because if people can see that you're actually on them, it gives you posture. It gives you posture with your list. It gives you also exposure, because I invite my list. I invite all my social networks. And that's why me, because I'm a go-getter, I will tell you I am. I am like I need exposure all the time. So I'm always after exposure and getting on live and all that stuff, because I know what that means. I know it's money. I know that that's what's going to be attractive to my ideal business partner, okay? And I know that that's how I'm going to get more people into my business and ultimately more profits into my business, is by getting on Hangouts, being on live, being on video, being on blog. One of the things that has made me the most money are webinars, Hangouts. I, in fact, to this day, still invite to the MLSP weekly Wednesday webinar. And I have done that ever since I started. Can you believe that? So we're talking about 4 years of every week inviting to the weekly marketing webinar and using that webinar, as I should, to bring more people into my business and more people into MLSP. So that goes to show you how serious this stuff is. So I would say, if you're just getting started and you're not used to sending out to your list or whatever, you got to start somewhere. I would say start with just sending out the MLSP weekly marketing webinar. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Let's see here. I just got to close out a few windows. So we're gonna walk through, and I'm gonna show you how to broadcast to your list tonight. I already gave you a bunch of great ideas of things that you can be sending to your list. And remember, at first you probably don't want to just send salesy things. MLSP is sending out on your behalf through, because you have an autoresponder set up to send out to your list. But you want people to get to know you, and you want to, you know what I mean, and you want to give them an extra thing. And sometimes I hear people too, they're like, well, people are unsubscribing because they're saying they're getting too many emails. Expect that. It doesn't necessarily, that's automated, like they check a box. Aweber gives them a bunch of boxes to check, and one of them says too many emails. So when they check it, it goes to you as too many emails. But in general, they're probably saying they're getting too many emails and they need to get off some people's lists. And even if they are like, I'm getting too many emails from you, ignore it, because the thing is, guys, you don't want them on your list anyways if they're like that. Okay, seriously, I have actually asked people to get off my list because I don't want them there renting space. It costs money. It costs money to host it costs money to host your list. So you definitely do not want people there that don't want to be there. You just don't. So just be happy that they're actually saving you money because they're actually doing you a favor by leaving. And it makes life a lot easier. So I'm just actually finding my stuff here really quick. I don't know. Oh, here we go. All right, so I'm going to share my screen now. Let's see here. Screen share. All right, can you guys see my screen?
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. Okay, so let's see here. You guys can see my back office. Can you see that? It looks weird on my end.
Yeah, it looks weird here.
Yeah, it's like a mirror back to back.
Hmm. Okay, let me try again.
It's like you have several windows cascading.
Yeah.
It's weird. Let's see if that works. How's that? Yep, there we go.
Yeah.
But what if I go like this? Can you see that? Okay.
Perfect.
Okay. Can you guys see it good and everything? Good?
Can you plus it a couple of times?
What's that?
Can you plus it a couple of times?
Zoom in?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah, how do I do that? Zoom.
Hit Command plus.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah.
Is it too much? That looked like too much. That looks better? What's this one?
Yeah,
Oh.
That's good.
yeah, it'll work.
Okay, well, then I can't navigate, though. So, okay. So we're going to get started. Hopefully you guys can see my screen better, at least. And let's see here. So this is the MLSP back office. And, guys, just so you know where you can find these. Because every week we have different classes, okay? And they're all right here. So upcoming classes, register below. You probably have seen this before, but if not, I just want to make sure I show it to you where to go. And this is the training schedule. So this is what happens every week. And every week they post something new. And actually tonight we might not be able to find, well, here's some swipe copy. You can see they have swipe copy. And in fact, you guys could, I mean, Monday, well, I wouldn't invite to the system overview, but I would do Monday, Tuesday, top earner hangout, the Freedom webinar at 3 if you wanted to. Actually, these are both on Tuesday. And then you could also do the Wednesday webinar. And this one's not here yet. But usually when it's here, there will be, because it's not scheduled yet, but there will be like a little box that you can show more detail and get swipe copy. And then there's, you know, a swipe copy back here that you can just copy and paste. So for tonight, I'm just going to use this one, this example, to put broadcast to our list so I can show you what I'm talking about. But just note that, like, on Monday, usually, they have the swipe copy back here. If they do not, what I want you to do, because MLSP sends out emails, okay? So you probably noticed that you get probably a gazillion webinar invites from MLSP. Copy those and send those out to your list. I mean, not exactly. Cut out the pieces that aren't, you know what I mean, relevant. But copy the ones that, copy what you can from it, and then, you know, add your signature to it and send it out to your list, guys. I do that. Sometimes I copy parts of it. You know, I still do it to this day. Like, usually when they have their little bullet points of what's going to be covered over the webinar, I just copy that and I throw that in my email. So that's another really cool thing. So those of you that are in our have gone through the copywriting mastery course too, probably know Brian. You know, I mean, Brian's a really good copywriter. So you actually get like really great copy that you can send to your list, and good copy has the potential to make you a lot of money. You know, and I mean, I'm in the copywriting mastery, but before that, I mean, I never did any type of copywriting training or anything like that. The only thing that I did was get on top earners lists and learn by reading their emails. That's it, guys. I'm not, I wouldn't call myself the top copywriter or anything like that, but, you know, I've gotten by just as that. So it just goes to show you what you can do. So what you want to do is just, like I said, copy that email. I can't remember if I copied it. Let's see, start copy. The deadliest secret, keeping you broke, urgent. And that's the subject. And he gives you two different subject lines there, which is kind of cool because you have two to choose from. And then you just go over here to your Aweber. Now, I use Aweber. Some of you might use GetResponse. I highly recommend Aweber for an autoresponder. If you haven't done that yet, you need to. If you go underneath messages right here and then just go to broadcast, that will pull up this screen right here. And then what you'll want to do is, let me see here. I guess it's not going to let me do that. Oh, there we go. Is when you see this drop-down menu right here, use this Create Broadcast, go to Previous Message Editor right here, and click on that. Okay? And then just go ahead and paste in the subject line, the headline. And the reason, okay, so let me really quick backtrack a little bit, because the reason why I use the old broadcast editor, and I just want to, for some of you that have been marketing online and are familiar with Aweber, and you probably know that they have a drag and drop email. What happened was I was using the drag and drop email, which was great. I think they look great. I love the fancy images, banners, and things like that that you can add to your templates. Looks very snazzy. Love it. I'm actually sad I don't use it anymore. But the problem was that it affects your open rate, because Gmail and other, you know, Yahoo and all of this stuff, what they do is they'll think that it's promotional, which it is, and they'll throw it in like a promotional or a spam folder or some other folder that your prospect or your subscriber's not seeing. So I highly encourage you just to use the old broadcast manager. And then when doing your emails, and you probably noticed I was using fancy ones for a while there, I even stopped putting hyperlinks in my emails, because I've just noticed, for me anyways, my open rates have been a lot better since I stopped doing that. So I've been just even putting raw links in my emails, and it actually, it's easier. It's easier on me to do it that way, but because, you know, of course I want to look professional and stuff like that, I was doing it the other way until recently. So I would just encourage you to just use the regular, the old broadcaster, like I showed you, the bottom one. And just not even hyperlink your links. You can if you want, but from what I'm seeing, it's just a lot better not to. So you'll notice, like when the actual email is back there, you'll notice that, you know, it's just pretty much copy and paste. Now, you're not necessarily going to want to just paste it in here and say, okay, we're good to go. Probably not going to want to do that, just because, you know, you want it to sound like you know. So some things you might want to switch around. Let's look here. Okay, so I'm going to read this email. Okay, I'm going to put their name in here because I know that saying their name is one of the most powerful things that you can do. And if you're not sure how to put a name variable in there, just click on this little personalize right here, and you'll be able to pull up name, and you actually just put it right in there. I just type it in because I'm used to just typing it in, but there you go, and you have name in there now. And that just basically changes when you put name in there, if they've subscribed with their name, it will add their name. So it will say, okay, Adriana, I'm not sure you're ready to hear this, but it's time for you to know the truth. This is for your own good, and if you ever wanted to stop struggling with your biz, then you'll thank me for this tomorrow. Okay, I would probably, just because I don't like the sound of that, okay? So I would probably say something different. I would probably say something like, if you ever struggling and then I would say listen up. Okay. I mean, that just more sounds like me, you know. So of course, like I would change little things like that because that just sounds more like me. And then the formatting, if you have a problem with this formatting, guys, because the formatting might be when you copy and paste something in, sometimes the formatting's a little messed up. You can clear out the formatting. Although I don't really like the way that. I liked it the way it looked better. Hold on, what's it doing? Let me see here. Clear formatting. That's weird. Okay, that looks a little bit better. There we go. So you can do that, like if you want to fix some of these lines, you just clear out the formatting. I don't know if you saw that, but underneath styles and then clear formatting. So you just would highlight the part that you want to clear the formatting because that just kind of wouldn't let me. It wouldn't let me like give a space or whatever. So I just had to do that. Okay, please shut down. Now it's stuck. Okay, clear formatting again. All right, and you can see too, like it already has your link in here, so that's cool. You want it to have your link in here, and then I would just read through this like I said before, and then at the end, you should have a signature, okay? And I'll show you where to go set that up. Hopefully you have that. I mean, they taught you how they did teach you how to do that in MLSP when you set it up. But what I'll do is I'll post in the group. Actually, I think it might be in there. In our Facebook group. I'm not sure. If it's not, I'll post an example of my signature so you guys can see it. And then depending on how many lists you have, like I've got quite a few lists, you would broadcast to the ones that you want to. And then I do recommend posting, like I hook mine up to my Twitter and my fan page, and it goes out simultaneously. So when I broadcast, it actually goes out in a nice little neat link actually. So it's kind of cool. So let's see here. It's going to save my message. Okay, so let's see here. And then don't worry about the spam score. The spam score is not going to hurt you or anything like that. Let's see here. I'm going to really quick look at some of these. Okay, when you do a video, where do you put it to get the best results? Facebook, website, or blog? Where do you want to direct people? Okay, who said that? That's a good question. Was that Brad or Katie? I think it was it Katie or Brad? I can't tell. Can you guys see the questions on the side here? No, you guys can't see the questions?
No.
No.
Okay. Okay, so then what you want to do after you've done that, you're going to want to send a test. And just test it out. Make sure it looks okay, okay? Seriously, click all your links. I have had so many times that I forgot to do that or whatever, and the next thing I know, it's it's bad length or bad grammar. I'm known for bad grammar, though. At this point, because I'm not very good at grammar. So I just manage, okay? So if you're on my list and you notice bad grammar, just note that it's just because I'm not that great at grammar. So let's see here. I was going to show you really quick list settings. So if you go underneath list settings in your Aweber and you go underneath, it's underneath list options, and you go underneath here and you go underneath personalized list, what you want to do is you want to set up a signature. So anytime you go to mail to your list, you can just add a little signature variable there, and it will pull up your the same signature every time. If you want to, you can create your own every single time. But this just kind of saves time for me, and it's my, people know what to expect from me. It's just the same every time, and it's cool. It's nice. Really quick, I can show you what it looks like in a better one. That's where you want to go set that up. And like I said, you can definitely play with it, Let's see here, review, set message. That's not what I want. Direct link. Okay. So this was actual email that I sent out a few hours ago, not too long ago. And this was actually, like, I sent them out about tonight's hangout, and then I also sent them a video blog that I put up a little bit earlier. And that was, how I call my MLSP leads. So my subject line, for example, is how I call my MLSP leads. I think it's a good subject line. I think I got a pretty good open rate for only the last couple hours, considering, it's only been a few hours, so that's not too bad. And then I put, plus hangout in parentheses or whatever these things are called right here. That way they know that there's also an invitation for tonight's webinar in there. And you can see it's very straight to the point. My emails are, I don't really consider myself a salesperson. I've been told that I'm good at sales, but I don't consider myself a salesperson. But, they're really simple. Hey, I have some lead calling tips for you. Check out this vlog I just put up, and then I gave them that. I said, I shared a few very important tips that will drastically change your results when calling your leads. I hope you enjoy them. Also tonight, so this is just a very to the point, direct email. And I noticed that people tend to actually take more action when they're just really get to the point. You know what I mean? Like when I do a really long, drawn out storytelling email, I notice that people don't click as much in my email. So when I'm just very direct, and sometimes I have to be because I'm in a hurry or whatever, then I just notice that I get a lot better results. So also tonight at 9:15, I am hosting a live training that you will be able to watch over on my blog here. And then I gave them a link for my blog. Tonight I will be talking about list monetization and showing you exactly where the money is in your business. This is one of my favorite topics to train on, and I highly recommend joining us, especially if you are in my team's Done For You Traffic Co-op. So now I'm letting them know, too, in a little bit, too, as this is subliminal, is letting them know that I have a team and I have a Done For You Traffic Co-op as well, which, by the way, is getting everyone loads of new subscribers. I see many on my team right now on the MLSP Leaders Board. Pretty awesome. If you're interested in learning more before tonight, go here. And then I give them a link to the co-op, because the co-op is a significant feature, guys, to our team. And I'm sure you guys are aware that, no, I don't know any other MLSP team that actually provides what me and Emmanuel provide for our team with the co-op. So it's people that, like I said, what are the problems of the home business industry? Lack of leads. So when you're providing a pretty easy solution, since it's Done For You Traffic, it usually piques a little bit of interest for people. So that's why I threw that in there. And also we're getting ready, pretty soon, we're already halfway through the month, so it's time to start promoting it for next month anyways. So it's a good time to start throwing that in there and just kind of dripping on them, right? All right, so there it is, 2 awesome trainings that will for sure help you increase cash flow in your business. Were you on last night's training? It was pretty awesome, huh? That was Rob Ford's training last night. So now I'm just really quick asking them a question, were they on? Because they might have been on, but too tired to join, too tired to get Audience Builder Pro, whatever it was that, they were, of course, MLSP is always leading up to MLSP. So I'm just re-inviting them back or reminding them about it. Were you on last night? And then I say, I love anything that brings in organic traffic and residual leads and sales in my business. If you missed it, the only way to see it is to become a member of MLSP. If you would like to become a customer just for the training and tools, here's a new trial offer and presentation for our university level. And then I gave them that university link there, which I very rarely do, but once in a while I just throw it out to see if, people that aren't wanting to join for 150 would join for 50. And then, then I say, let me know if you have any questions. See you tonight. So I'm just providing solutions all throughout this email. So basically what I just did was I delivered some content. First of all, my subject line, you can see right there, I piqued their interest because I said how I call my MLSP leads. Now, if they're afraid of calling leads, if they suck at calling leads, or if they don't feel comfortable, I mean, everybody is kind of like, what do you say to your leads, April? So I decided to do a video about it. And then when I peek them with this, and then I just give them the goods, so I'm direct and to the point, send them to my blog post, and then I invite them to another training webinar, which is happening right now. Pretty good email, wouldn't you say? I mean, isn't that how you would like to be approached about anything that, business-wise, guys? I mean, MLSP, do you like how we approach people by providing solutions rather than trying to shove something down your throat?
Yeah, April.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's awesome. One of the things I was laughing at before was when you said you gotta check your links, because I've actually copied some of your stuff and changed a little bit, and I've actually sent it out to my list when I was first starting, and I actually had a couple of your links still on there. So I was like, oh shoot.
That's funny.
I don't know if anybody else has done that before, but
Yeah. Yeah, I've done it before. I've done it with Brian Finale's links, because I just copied his email a long time ago. But yeah, I've done it before.
yeah.
So lots of different things that you guys can send to your list. And the idea here, guys, with this co-op is in order to really maximize, your profits and get a return in investment is to start monetizing. And at first you might not see a return on investment. That's the thing. This takes time. It's really like you're just focusing on progress right now, getting them to even email you back, or getting on the phone with them because you sent them an offer. Let's say because another thing that you can do too is go into your MLSP back office and go into my website and go into and depending on what level you're at, if you're a master, then you'll want to, I think it's profit campaigns. Let me see. Yeah, so the 100% profit, the pure profit campaigns is where you'll want to go. And some of these, I mean, okay, let's see here. Some of you might own some of these, okay? I'll tell you one of the ones that converts pretty good is this 5K in 30 days. I think I think it's priced right, but I also think that people want to learn how to make 5K in 30 days. So you could come over here and you could say, okay, show swipe copy. Oh crap, this is the wrong one. Hold on, it's this one. Because I wanted a simple. Okay, so it's not, the simple one doesn't have swipe copy there, but this one does. And you have other ways too. Like if you want to monetize your Facebook or whatever, here's some of these. You can use them. Are you in a financial crunch? Would earning 5K in 30 days solve tons of your stressful money worries? You're definitely not alone in that. I just found an amazing video where marketers were essentially interrogated, forced to give up the goods on exactly what they would do to earn $5,000 in 30 days with no website, no list, no JV partners, basically no assets that would give them an edge. They had to start from ground zero just like you. Go see the step-by-step plans that they reveal. And then you can just copy this and put this right on your Facebook. I mean, seriously, that can go right up there. You could go put this, if you guys have watched the group training that I did before in the past, which is underneath your resources, your training and resources by me in your back office, or in my secret vault. If you have one of my coaching packages, you have access to that. Then you know that you can use this as well for, like, if you're using Hootsuite and the strategies that I showed you. I mean, seriously, I give you all the groups that I'm in. So there's like 200 Facebook groups there that you can join. and I give you the links and exactly how to join them and all that stuff, and I show you exactly how to use Hootsuite and all that good stuff. So if you haven't checked that out, you can do that too. That's a quick way to get some, not, I wouldn't say a huge amount of leads, but it's a quick way to get some leads. And I would say it's not a strategy you want to do every day, because Facebook is crazy and will shut you down. But I would say once or twice a week, you could send out through Hootsuite and get some pretty decent results. So you could just copy this swipe copy right here, guys. This is the monetization part, okay? Remember, we're warming them up right now. So this is actually like a free video that they can watch or whatnot, that you can send to them. And I wouldn't say, I would say mix it up. It shouldn't just be this stuff, you know what I mean? Don't just come over here and say every day I'm going to email them one of these different products. Make sure you're giving something of value for free, not always asking for a credit card, because that gets annoying after a while. You noticed how I kind of warmed my list up by giving them the value first, giving them what they open the email for first, and then saying, hey, I'll be on this hangout, and you're invited. And then after I, gave them another way that they can learn how to make money online, then, and this is a free training. I'm not charging for this training. So this is completely free. I'm just doing my thing. This is my team, and I take good care of you guys, and I invited everybody else to come watch. And then after that, then I said, hey, MLSP is where you should be, or whatever I said about Rob Ford training last night. So, I mean, it wasn't like I just said, give me your credit card, or anything like that. That's kind of what you're doing when you're sending out sales things all the time, That's what I'm saying. Mix it up. Adriana, I don't think I'm on Adriana. I'm going to have to get on your guys' list and see what you guys are sending. I'll be spying on you. I'll be over at your blog tonight. Oh, yeah, baby. Getting on that list. But yeah, just sending out valued videos. If you're doing the, the 100-Day Biz Builder, like I know Adriana's doing, I don't know if Bill, are you doing that?
No, I haven't started that yet.
Okay. Jeff, did you get at that? I can't remember.
No, I haven't started doing that yet.
Oh, you have got it, though?
I have it in the back office, yes.
Oh, okay. So you guys so Adriana's really, really doing awesome with the Biz Builder Challenge. So she's creating content pretty regularly, right, Adriana?
Yeah, that's right. They have you on the schedule, so it really works, and it keeps you focused. It's awesome.
Good. So are you mailing to your list?
Yeah, not as often as I should, but yes.
Not as often. Okay. So how many times a week would you say you're mailing your list?
Once or twice.
Okay, that's a start. That's a really good start. Yeah, I mean, I would say make a goal that maybe you're gonna this next week mail out 3 times. But this time you're gonna. I mean, what are you sending? Are you sending videos that you're doing?
Videos, my blog post, invitations to the webinar, the Wednesday webinar.
Perfect. You got it. You got it, girlfriend. And that's the kind of stuff that you definitely want to be sending out, because that's the monetization part, And so whenever you do a video or anything like that, you just want to send it out and send it out to your list. It doesn't have to be anything long. In fact, I'm on Ray Hidkin's list, and his emails are so short. And it's just like, hey, I got a new blog for you. Check it out. It's just so simple and short, and just says, hey, if you like it, make sure you comment and share it. So it doesn't even have to be anything like long drawn out. I mean, you could do things like you could just even say, hey, I'm in a hurry. I'm actually on my lunch break at work. I just really quick wanted to send you out this quick video because I know it's going to help you. A, B, C, whatever it is, it's going to help you. Okay, enjoy. Bye. Thanks, Adriana. Check it out. Bye. Or whatever you want to say, okay? So it doesn't have to be anything crazy good, like salesy, long emails, or anything like that. It can be, hey, I don't have any time to email you. Just letting you know. But I want you to have this video because I created it, so it would help you. So I'm just saying, just don't expect to be good at first. Expect to be bad before you're good, and all will be good. But the thing is to get started and really, now that you guys are in the co-op and stuff like that, I mean, you guys got some people to mail to, so that's what I really like about this co-op. And I was actually sharing this, I think with Katie on our coaching call earlier, how really like the Done For You traffic call, and people aren't going to mail to a non-existent list. If you have nobody on your list, you're just not going to be enthusiastic about mailing no one, right? You know, but now that you have some people there, you have a little bit of an audience, then it gets a little bit more exciting, and you feel like it's kind of like fishing. I like to fish, guys. Oh my gosh. You know, I used to be like at the pier every day catching fish. We lived on a river when I was I was like 10 or 12 years old. Every day I'd be fishing. And when I'd go visit my dad in Traverse City, every day I'd be catching turtles, fishing, catching frogs. I told Jeff because I caught a chameleon the other day, I caught a frog. It got in our house because there's a lot of tree frogs here, and I caught him like a cat. Like I was like I'm like, sorry, I'm a professional frog catcher. So I forgot to tell you, sorry. But yeah, so I just like to do that. So think of it, how think of it. What I guess you could say, like, when I think of things that I enjoy, and I try to correlate them, identify with them that way. You know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it, but that's what I'm trying to get across. Do you understand me, Adriana? I hope somebody understands.
I do.
Okay, good. Okay, awesome. So, same thing goes with your social media too. So, everybody's always like, okay, well, where do you start? What is the best thing to do? So when you're getting started, I always recommend people start with a blog, because that is like your central hub. It's like your house. It's like your central piece of real estate on the web. So you want to get that set up, and yes, you do want your own hosted blog. Don't let anybody tell you different. If you want to go, to like HostGator or WebMocker, follow the training in your back office at MLSP. So if you go underneath training right here and you go to marketing strategies, I seriously set up my own blog when I started. I did it all myself. I was so proud of myself. I didn't even know what a blog was when I joined MLSP, so that's why. So you would go in here and you would pick out your marketing strategy, blogging, right here. And you would open up blogging, and you've got 11 videos on blogging that you can watch on exactly how to set it up. So it's step by step, guys. This is set up intro. This is getting a domain name. This is hosting, connecting your GoDaddy and HostGator. So all of these different videos, they're going to walk you through step by step. You're never alone. You just follow the yellow brick road, and you will have your own blog. So start there, and then after that, I would encourage you to, set up a Facebook, set up a Twitter. These are actually, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that I would have. Well, Instagram. I mean, I like being on Instagram. If you don't have a smartphone, then you might not be able to set it up. But these top 4 right here, LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, I would encourage you to come over here, watch how to set them up, get your profile in order, and all that stuff, because when you're really developing your audience, you want to make sure, even through your list, guys, notice something interesting. In my signature, I have how to connect with me. So I say, connect with me on my YouTube channel, on my Facebook, on my Twitter. I mean, I'm inviting them back all the time. Why? Because they might not want to stay on my list, but they might follow me on Twitter, or they might like my fan page and want to connect with me there. Okay, so the idea here is to stay in front of your audience at all times, like as much as possible. Always be inviting them to connect with you somewhere else, and that's where you're going to want to be delivering your content as well. So you'll want to make sure that you are, when you're creating your content through your blog and your video, actually linking it up to your Twitter, your LinkedIn, your Facebook marketing, and your Google Plus and all that stuff. Linking it up through Hootsuite, you could link it up through OnlyWire. There are, you could even just go over here if you have some cool widgets like I do on my blog, and you could just click that, and you could open this up. And this is Shareaholic. That's a free WordPress plugin, and you can just share it right from here, guys. You don't even have to connect to all that stuff. I mean, it really does get that easy. So let's say I want to share this on my Twitter. Hang out with me and then just post now. I mean, that's how easy it is to do that. So you want to make sure those are set up. and then building your audience over there, you know, like I said, through building your list. It's a gradual process, you know. It's not like something that all of a sudden overnight you're going to have, you know, 6,000 Facebook fans, 50,000, whatever. No, it's a process. Eventually you will, but not right now. It just takes time to build on itself. So make sure you follow those trainings, and then you'll want to develop an audience there. And once you have an audience there, it gets a little bit more fun, because then people are coming to check out your content. Then you're actually marketing now, because they're coming and they're opting in, and then because you've delivered solutions and provided solutions to their problems and value, now they want to perhaps even work with you and stay on your list or stay connected with you on one of your social networks or whatnot. So that's really where the money's at. The money's really in your relationships. And the relationships, you know, you have to have trust to have a good relationship. So building a relationship with your list is where you are going to find the money. And the list is in the money. I cannot stress this enough. You know, you need an autoresponder, and you need to be building a list. Now, you might say, oh, well, I am building a list, but I'm building it offline. That's great. Their money's there too. But you can build a much, much larger list globally, so outside of your neighborhood, by being on the internet and learning how to generate leads with MLSP and the traction marketing strategies that we use. Because you're monetizing and you're sending out things that will help your list and your target audience too, because remind you, you want to make sure you know your target audience so that you're delivering to the right people. Because if you're sending, I don't know, weight loss products information to skinny people, well, they're not going to be interested in buying weight loss products because they're already skinny, okay? So you want to make sure that you've identified your target audience, which your target audience is home business owners, it's affiliate marketers, it's people in the network marketing profession, because these are the types of people that you want to attract, because they already have the same idea as you. They already know that they want long-term residual income, and they want a financial freedom from the internet. They want these things already. They just don't know how to get them. So by you actually going out and reaching out and teaching them how to get them, even if it's just a hot tip, you know, every other day or whatever, or it's a hangout like this, and you're inviting them to check out MLSP webinars and things like that, you're providing solutions. You're actually giving them information that they actually want, which in turn, when they are ready to generate leads and stuff like that, because you help them, they're gonna wanna join you in MLSP rather than, you know, trying to find someone else. You know, they're not even gonna probably want to go look for another lead generation system, because you've actually helped them. Usually people will buy from people that have helped them because they like and trust them because they've helped them. You know what I mean? So that makes sense to you, hopefully. So let's see here. Awesome. So we've actually already hit an hour. I'm going to actually go over some questions. That went really fast. I talked for that long. All right. Let's see here. When you do a video, where do you put it to get the best results? Facebook, website, or blog? I put it all of them. I wouldn't say a website. I don't own a website. I own a WordPress blog. So I would put it on my blog. I would put it on my Facebook. I would put it on my YouTube. I would put it on anywhere I can think of. In fact, I just posted up a blog today. This one right here. This was actually one you know, it's so funny. I'm such a great multitasker. I love it. I was actually going on a walk, so I'm getting my physical fitness in, and I'm walking. And you guys will probably talk to me even on the phone when I'm walking, because I always go on a walk when I call people. When I do outbound calls, I go on a walk. So I'm walking, and I'm getting my physical fitness in, and I'm calling leads, like over and over again, right? I usually call around like 11. I usually call on off hours, like when they're at work and they're a bit too busy to answer the phone, because I'm not really calling them to talk to everyone. I'm calling to actually talk to people that want to talk to me. So if they call me back, that's great. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do a quick video because I'm calling my leads and I'm all into the mood and I'm in the groove and all this stuff. And I took a fancy Instagram picture, so I threw that up on Instagram. And then I'm like, you know what? Let's take it a step further. Let's do a video. So I do a quick video and I give them 3 tips. So guys, this is all within like a hour-long walk. Not even. Like I did like my street. So I walked up and down my street one time. So it was probably like within a 45-minute, half-hour time span. I've done all of this. I've called all my leads. I've done content for the day. I've got my physical fitness in, and I even posted on Instagram. All while on my walk. Because why? Because I have a cool cell phone, a smartphone that's smarter than me. So it just goes to show you how you can seriously get so much done. I was kind of joking, but it's kind of the truth. I mean, with the cell phone, I mean, you could literally be on the toilet posting on Instagram. I mean, you could be in your car at a red light. I mean, you could do so many things if you have a cell phone. And you can market in so many different ways. I mean, I wouldn't recommend doing a video on the toilet. I saw Adriana's face. She kind of got grossed out. But you know what I mean. I'm making a point here. I'm making a funny point. But you can, because you have a cell phone or you have a mobile smartphone, a mobile device, then you can just seriously take your business anywhere. And I'm proof of it. I just did all of that while I was on a walk, working out. All sweaty and crazy looking. You can see I look crazy. So let's see here. What was I coming over here for? So for your blog post, like what you want to do is, in this one I just put up not too long ago, you know, you just want to come over here and I already shared it. No, I didn't. I don't think I did. So I'm going to share it on Twitter, and it looks like connect with Facebook. I'm not connected. I must not have used this thing in a while. Okay. Huh. I don't know why it's doing that. So what I'll do is I'll just come over here and I will post it up, you know, on there and send it out to my Twitter followers, which I've got about 10,000 of those. So now I've got 10,000 eyeballs going to check out this content. I also posted the video on my fan page, in fact, not too long ago. Ooh, where am I? All right. And then here's the video, too. So I've already posted. I actually posted this directly to my fan page. So I actually posted it up. I posted it on my Instagram. So I took this and I took a picture of it. I usually just go over to my website from my phone and I do a screenshot, and then I upload it to, here's a new one. I didn't actually put this one even on the training. It is called Photorufus, I think. I can't say the name, that's why I'm having a look. Yeah, Photorus. F-O-T-O-R-U-S. I don't know if that's available for iPhone, but that's another really good one that I like. And I use different ones for different things. I like this one because I can add a shadow, like make the wording stand out better. But I can also get some images off of there. So there's just different things you can use things for. I also like the cropping tool a little bit better. So then I posted it up there. And then before I even posted it, before I even put it up on my blog, I said, look for it, coming really soon. I got some super hot lead calling tips for you. These tips are money. So I just let them know that, hey, this is what's coming, you know, and put that up on my blog. And some things get seen more than others because of Facebook's algorithm crap, but, you know, it is what it is. So that's what I do basically. Let's see here. And then, of course, you want to put it on Pinterest and Google Plus and all that stuff. And, you know, through all of the processing, you know, all the training and stuff like that that you're getting through my lead system, probably you'll learn how to start building an audience there. I've done some pretty cool Pinterest training, too. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but if you haven't, I think it's on my blog. Yep, right here. There's a cool Pinterest training up here you guys can watch. And it's actually a webinar that's just like this. And it's free. But I show you how to use Pinterest and how to get followers and stuff like that for your business and leads and use it for your blog and your YouTube channel and stuff. So let's see here. What theme is your WordPress site? Katie Bird. I think that's who asked that. I can't tell who's asking this stuff. Oh, you know what? I think Katie asked about the video. Okay. What theme is your WordPress site? That is Jim Bia. My theme is a flexibility theme, and it's an older one. Actually, Jim, my theme is custom. So it's not, I mean, it is technically a flexibility theme, but I've had this done. Social media, I don't know if I can answer this question. I'll give you the link for it. Yeah, how does it answer? I don't know how to use this, guys, so just one second. Oh, maybe I gotta go somewhere else. No, maybe not. Socialmediastardom.net is where I went and had my blog done, and that's where I usually encourage people to go. I can't, for some reason, I don't know how to. I don't know how to answer that. It's weird. Okay, I don't know how to put it in the chat box. Okay, why are you in uniform, Bill? Are you in uniform, Bill?
No, I took my blouse off. I'm just wearing my shirt.
Oh, you're in uniform.
Yeah.
You got the pants on.
Apparently. Yeah, apparently I'm still in uniform.
Oh, okay. Okay, Jim White. I don't know who that is, but how do I make genuine facial expressions? I think I gave you a pretty good example. Just be you. That's all that there is to this. Seriously. I have only been getting emails in my capture pages. Should I be asking for name and or phone number as well? What have you found has been good as far as getting leads and is concerned? Brad Thompson asked this. Brad, okay, so I don't know like what you're talking about. Are you talking about the co-op? I mean, if I don't remember, Brad, if you're in the co-op, but if you're talking about the co-op, we have to turn off the phone number and the name in the co-op. But if you are marketing, like let's say for example you're marketing on Instagram, what you'll want to do is go over here and go underneath my website settings. And then check this box if you want to request the lead enter their phone number on your landing page. So check that box if you want them to. And then also, let's see here. You can also check this box if you want the video to automatically play. Force welcome page display doesn't really matter. Default landing page pop-up, none. You could say Twitter training offer if you want. Right now I have none. I'll save that and just put that on there for now. So that's what I would recommend, is that you just turn that on, because you do want to call out. You do. I mean, not for the co-op. The co-op, we have it turned off, but anything else that you have going on, I would say turn it on. But make sure you leave the co-op off, because that will be a problem. All right. Hey Jeff, I am starting the Biz Builder Challenge next week if you want someone to do it with and be accountable to. That's Katie Bird. Jeff, if you hook up with Katie if you want an accountability partner. Let's see here. What should I wear when giving a webinar? I'm wearing a t-shirt. T-shirt side. I wouldn't say, you don't have to be, it depends on what is your personality, you know? Is your personality, you know, do you like to do, like, how do you dress? Dress how you want to dress. Dress how you normally dress. Seriously. I'm not impressed when somebody puts on a suit. It's actually, to me, just makes it look like I can't do it. So I would say, you know, try to down it and make it down, or not dumb it down, but dress down a little bit. Like if you do dress nice, super nice, because you might actually repel people. I mean, but like I said, just do how you feel. You know, do what you would normally do. That was a good question, though. Can we use other people's videos on our blogs and sites? The campaigns are limited as to what videos that provided. Yeah, you can. Lynn, I would encourage you to do your own. You don't necessarily have, I mean, content is content. I mean, you could learn the content from me and then go create your own spin of it. I mean, it doesn't, you don't have to be like the creator, the all-time creator, to be, you know, to do the content. So if that's kind of holding you back, I wouldn't let that hold you back. But yeah, you can use other people's videos. I wouldn't say put them on your channel, but if like you're going to take it from YouTube and you can take the embed code, you could do that. You know, but then again, you're sending traffic and you're sending views to somebody else, and really where you want them to be is with you. So, I mean, that's why I wouldn't encourage you to do that. So, anybody else have any more questions? Panelists? Elroy, Jeff, Bill?
I have a question. The site that your social media, like your blog post, and is that Livewire or what was it? OnlyWire? Or is that Hootsuite you use?
The one I just pulled up?
Yes.
This one? It's Shareaholic.
What is it called?
Shareaholic.
Shareaholic. Okay. Now, are you able to send let's say you do a video, are you able to pick them all and send it at once to all the sites if you have an account with them?
That's OnlyWire. You can do that.
OnlyWire. Okay.
Yeah, OnlyWire is good. If you're using Audience Builder Pro too,
Mm-hmm.
through MLSP, you definitely want to use OnlyWire. The thing with OnlyWire is it can get kind of expensive because it's like the more links you share, the more money it costs. So as far as like sharing, Hootsuite's also good because it's $9.99 a month versus, I mean, OnlyWire can get pretty expensive. The only thing with Hootsuite is it doesn't have all of these social bookmarking sites like OnlyWire does. So what I would say is if you're on a budget, I would say, you know, use Hootsuite for like all your groups and LinkedIn, because that's another thing too, is you can link up all your groups to Hootsuite too. And then, you know, install like Shareaholic and just come over here and manually do some of the important ones, you know.
Okay.
You know, and I wouldn't say all of these are important because they're definitely not. I would say Dig's important, Stumble Upon, Tumblr's pretty good, Reddit, trying to think of the ones Google Bookmarks, you know, and just kind of pick some that maybe you're in. Blogger's good, Bitly.
The popular ones.
Yeah, that's really all you want to do is put on the popular ones. But if you're doing it because you're ranking on the search engines, then I would definitely get OnlyWire, and I would get the Audience Builder Pro because that's going to help you rank. You know what I mean? Like if you're going after certain keywords and you're doing the backlinking and stuff like that, I would say get that.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Good question. Anybody else got some good questions? Even dumb questions? I don't care.
Hey, April, I got one. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes, you remember yesterday, Elliot, it wasn't yesterday, I think it was Tuesday. He was talking about sending out the message after a couple hours. I was just wondering if you can actually do that in Aweber, because I was actually trying to figure it out, but I didn't see it.
He said to send a message when?
Like
Only
a couple hours after they get the training.
after they get the training.
Yes. For example, if you send out like, for example, the Instagram training, you send like a personal message about 3 hours. You actually set it up for 3 hours. Say, hey, how was the training? I would like your feedback. And he said they replied to him. So I was just wondering if you could.
Yeah, I don't think Aweber does it. I don't know I think he's using something else. But if it does, you can use their. Oh, no, you can't with their autoresponder part. I don't know. I'll have to get back to you on that. We can ask him. He's on vacation. I don't think Aweber has that, though. Not for the autoresponder part. They have it. You can schedule a broadcast, but you can't. I don't think for the autoresponder you can set up a different time. I thought you could at one point, but I remember trying to look to see. So let me get back to you on that. We'll check that out. That's a good question. Anybody else have any questions? I wonder if there's a chat. There's a chat here. Okay, we're good. I think we're good to go, guys. I really appreciate everybody coming on with me tonight and sharing and asking questions and participating. I love the participation. There's Adriana right there. She gave me an awesome testimony. And just good to see you guys. All right, guys.
I used my cell phone for that video. As you can see, the background is tangerine because when I was using my website cam, it looked pink. It was awful, like it does now probably.
Well, how did you do that? You changed your phone?
That's the first video I shot on my cell phone.
Oh, do you have an iPhone?
No, I'm Android all the way.
Oh yeah, me too. Good. Me and you are friends now. What kind of phone do you have?
I have the Nexus.
So do I. Nexus 5. You have it too?
Yes.
See, that's what I'm saying. You got to be representing Google. Google will love you all day as long as you're representing.
Google all the way.
Yeah, so you want to make sure you're representing, and that's why I like Nexus 5 is because it gets the updates right away. And yeah, I love it. Only thing I'm having a problem with is this battery. That's the only thing I can't stand. I think because I'm running Instagram.
It's because we're on it all day.
Yeah, I'm like running Instagram all day, and it's taking a toll. So, all right, guys. Well, thank you so much for coming on, and thank you to the viewers. Thanks for sticking with me. I hope you got a lot of value out of tonight's trading. If you're new here and you haven't checked out My Lead System Pro yet, make sure you do that. Either get back to the person that invited you, or if you're on my site, then you'll be able to see that underneath the video here on the site here. So you'll be able to find out more about that. And then on another note, also, Live the Dream is coming up, guys. Tickets will go up at the end of this month. So I think they're going to actually double. So if you haven't gotten your tickets yet, or if you've been waiting to get VIP or anything like that, make sure you do that. And then also for our Done For You Traffic Co-op, if you want to learn more about that, you can just click this button right here, and that will take you over there. I also give you another option. I'm full of options. If you have a question and you need help, feel free to reach out to me. But for example, like if you're already an MLSP, I offer some coaching packages for so you can be included in some of these hangouts, but also so that way you can be a part of our traffic co-op as well. So if you have any questions about that, just let me know, and I will see you guys next Thursday. Let's see, what is next week? I don't even know what next week is. I swear these weeks are just completely combined. I hit L5 too. I didn't even mention that. Like 2 days ago, I hit L5 in MLSP. It's been crazy. I feel like the week's just flown.
Yeah, congrats on that. That's awesome.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's exciting stuff. So I can't wait to get my horse on stage at Live the Dream. And I can't wait to see some of you guys walk across stage too for L1s, L2s, L3s. Because now, with the points the way they are, mastery is 3 points each time you sign somebody up. So, guys, this stuff is obtainable. I mean, if you're at mastery, which you should be, signing up other masteries is going to get you to the highest rank. And I was just actually talking with Jeff a few days ago when we went on a walk. And just on another note, I know I'm rambling, but just hear me out. You would have to, with the university, you would have to sponsor 7 more people per one person for mastery, over 7. So it's like 7.5 to be able to earn $100. So you're looking at 7 people over to earn $100, where with mastery you can earn $100 for one person per month. So the difference is so significant. It's not even funny. So let's say you want to make. I had somebody ask me how many people do I need to make, or no, how much would I make if I sponsored 20 people? They emailed me this today. And it depends, because if they sponsored 20 people at Mastery, they're looking at $2,000. If they sponsored 20 people with University, they're looking at $300 per month. Guys, that's huge difference. And I always tell people, because I think the simplest thing to do is to just get your 2 people into MLSP, so that way you're $50 into profit versus having to get, let's see, for University you would have to get like I think 4 or 5 people to be able to get into profit at $50. So just some things I thought I'd throw out there to play around with those numbers. Those numbers are pretty awesome when you play with the Mastery numbers. Oh my gosh. There's a lot of money to be made in Mastery, that is for sure. So, all right, guys, thanks so much. I will see you guys next week.
All
Bye,
right.
friends.
Thanks, April. Bye.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye, Bill.
everyone.
Bye, everyone.